Hey everybody, how you doing? In this video, we're comparing the 30-30 versus the 308 versus the 30-06, and as you can see here, we are going to see how many walls of concrete blocks. Somebody's going to say that's a cinder block. You know what I'm saying. How many walls each one of these rounds goes through. Every single one of these is a 150 grain bullet. These are also the 12-inch blocks, not the standard blocks, so they're a little bit bigger than the normal blocks you see around your foundation or what have you. But 150 grain bullets, 30-30, 308, 30-06. Let's see what happens. Put down in the comments down below how many walls you think each bullet is gonna go through and which one you think is the winner. I tell you the arguments I always hear. The 30-30 guy says, more deer have been taken with the 30-30 than any other rifle cartridge. Then the 308 guy says, well, the 308 has less recoil and you can shoot it more accurately at further distances, so I like the 308. Then the 30-06 guy says, well, you can take any animal in North America with a 30-06 because you can put a bigger bullet in it. But all that beside, we're going to shoot all three calibers, all with a 150 grain bullet against these blocks and see what happens. Let me give you my guess. So what is this? 1, 2, 3. I think that the 30-06 is going to go through 4 walls, and the 30-30 and the 308 is going to go through 3 walls. That's it. We've got a whole lot more lined up and a pile full of spares in case something happens, but I'm thinking 3 with the 308 and 30-30, 4 with the 30-06. It should have a little bit more boogie on it, be going a little bit faster. But let's load up, get to shooting. I'm gonna go 30-30, 308, 30-06. Let's see what happens. The rifles we're using for this video are a Winchester Model 94 30-30, and then 2 Ruger American rifles, one in the 308 and one in the 30-06. All right, first shot with the core locked 30-30, 150 grain. We got a cool little cloud of smoke there from the 30-30. Let's take a closer look, see what happened to the blocks. So, if you look at the front, there is definitely a clean hole through the front wall. That's awesome. That's what I was hoping would happen. So, the question is though, how many walls did it go through? So, 1, 2, and then it stopped at the 3rd wall. So the 30-30 round went through 1 wall, 2 wall, hit the back, and there's no bullet to be found. If you guessed 2 walls, you were correct on the 30-30. Let's load up the 308, see what happens. All right, now here goes the 308 Winchester Super X 150 grain. The 308 actually threw some block up and obliterated my GoPro. I'm sure the camera's fine, but I'm gonna put that footage in and just leave it there. We'll see what it looks like. But a lot more massive damage from the 308. Check this out. I put these pans here to help us potentially catch the bullet, but you can see that didn't really help us here because essentially the block got broken up into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 or 8 pieces, and then the very next block looks like the bullet hit there, but not really a dimple. The 308 went through 3 walls, had a lot more massive shock damage to that block. The 30-30 just put 2 holes for it, and then boop, that was it. The 308, boom, exploded the block and went through 1 more wall. So let's load up the 30-06, see what happens with that one. All right, here we go now with the 30-06 Winchester Super X 150 grain. So, as you can see there, something very similar happened with the GoPro, except this time it knocked over the whole ladder, kit and caboodle, that was holding up the GoPro. But hopefully we'll still be able to have a good shot with the slow-mo on the GoPro. But let's check out what happened here with the 30-06 against the blocks. Walking up to it, you can see there's a missing block. Half of it there, half of it there. And when you go up to the block, the next one, there's really no markings on it. So, and remember, there's 3 walls to each block. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So, what happened with the 30-06? Something very similar to the 308. Massive shock on that first block, went through 3 walls, stopped at the 4th. No big dents on the 4th. But definitely transferred a lot of energy to that first block, went through 3 walls. So 30-30, 2 walls, clean holes through the first 2 walls. 308 and 30-06, big massive shock to the first block, went through 3 walls on both of them. This was a fun video. My guesses were what? A little off, but let me know if your guesses were right. Let me know which rifle you prefer, the 30-30, the 308, the 30-06, and why. As always, thanks for watching the videos, guys. Don't forget to check out all the links in the description down below. Follow us on all our social media sites. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe to the Hootie Hoo channel. Stay tuned for the next one. Thanks, guys. Hootie Hoo!